This is how I incorporate Look at That into Jane's daily life. Now, outside, there is a dump
Who are
truck
the
with
people?
some people, and that in the past was a trigger for Jane. It's way back there. She used to
Who are the
react to
people?
that. And so, what I'm doing is I'm using her cue, Where are the people, to let her know
Okay.
that there's a trigger out there. We go outside, and she gives me a whiplash turn, and then we start playing the up and down game. So, I like to use a simple pattern when I change environments just to get my dog comfortable and focused. And I can utilize that pattern to see that she's comfortable, and
Where
once
are the
she
people?
is, we'll start incorporating the game again. I use the cue to tell her, and here you can see she actually notices them. And there's a slight bit of concern, and I notice that because she doesn't turn as soon as she hears the click. However, our next rep she does, so I continue. If she hadn't turned back when she heard that
Where are
click,
the people?
I would have seen that she was over threshold and I would have brought her back inside. At this point, I'm not necessarily using the cue. I'm just letting her play the game without me asking her where the people are, because it's quite clear that she does know where they are. I'm also clicking for her turning to me as opposed to her looking at them. And I'm simply doing that because I do like to give her the opportunity to spend the time to look. If I click as soon as she looks, often I get a head turn back immediately, and I want to make sure she's getting enough information by being able to look at them and then reinforce her for turning back. As we start to decrease our distance, I add that cue again. And you can see that we're walking quite quickly over to them. If she were concerned, I would not be doing that. But her body language is telling me that she's very comfortable here, so we moved quite quickly. We get to the edge of the grass and we start playing the game again. Once again, I see that she's still comfortable. And then what I'll do is once I see my dog is comfortable, I'll sometimes just release them. So I'll use my release word, okay, which means you can go and sniff. And then that gives her the opportunity to either continue the game or to just do her doggy thing and sniff the ground. So we play the game and then we'll incorporate some
people?
sniffing as needed.
You
So
don't
here
get
she's telling me she
anymore.
really just isn't all that concerned about them being behind her, so I release her to sniff. And now she chooses to continue the game, which I will gladly continue the game with her. So she's just reporting to me, hey, those men are still over there. So I let her play, and then I'll let her go back to sniffing if she feels the need to. Here you can see her body language. She's very comfortable. So if Jane were uncomfortable, the base of her tail would be very high. She would not be sniffing that tree. Her tail would be curled up over her back and she would be very upright and alert. But here her body is very relaxed and she's saying she's comfortable. So I see that she can handle the trigger, and so we continue on to her walk, and I use my
Okay.
release word to tell her that she can relax and do her doggy thing.